Hey everyone, before we start this podcast, I just wanted to let y'all know that in the middle, it got a little bit racy, a little bit testy. I don't know, but I just want to give everybody a heads up beforehand. This is all comedy. This is all jokes. I ain't want anybody to take anything too seriously, but I just wanted to give that little heads up at the beginning. Been doing a little listening over. Just wanted to get that little heads up. All right, appreciate it. All right, hello everybody. This is Jerry Little. I'm starting with the Just Talking podcast. I know it's been a long time since I actually recorded one. It's been at least a month and 38 days times like two. But right now I got not just one, not just two, not just three. Well, no, it is three. I got three guests with me. Yeah. Right now I'm gonna just intro these three gentlemen as they whole side conversation. Yeah. But it will all be, don't trust me. Trust me. You're gonna love all these people. You're gonna love all. Sitting to my right that y'all cannot see is my man Devin.
Woo woo.
Sitting to his right, Demetrius.
My legs are crossed.
Luxury.
He's different. Okay, I'm different.
He's that guy. And beside him, Jam. I'm gonna just go. Do you want me? Is it just that?
It's just Jam.
Just Jam.
Jam. I'm just gonna run with Jam. What's up, everybody?
It's on his birth certificate.
He waved. You gotta describe
I did.
action.
In a rainbow motion, actually.
In a rainbow motion. You started from one side all the way up.
Rainbow action.
But the way that this is gonna be set up, ladies and gentlemen, we're four guys. We're not trying to do too much. We have different opinions, and we're just putting them out there. So we're gonna start with one topic. Each guy has a topic. And we're going to spend a little bit of time talking on that, discussing that, and talking about whatever else is on our mind. But on a side note, prior to the record button being pressed on, we were talking about the order in which a man puts on deodorant.
Yeah, that's really important.
Okay.
I don't know if it's too much important.
I think it's important depending on the weather.
I'm going to tell you how important this is. If you're looking for the love of your life, and you put on this shirt,
okay.
let's say you forget to put on deodorant.
I feel like you might make a
You
U-turn.
can
on
run
that.
that person away, depending on how stressful your day is going.
See,
If you don't put that deodorant on,
we're misconstruing the topic, though.
okay, go ahead. Let me
Because
see.
deodorant, I don't think that the argument is whether you put on deodorant or not. It's the order in which you put on deodorant.
That's true.
That's a foregone conclusion, because if you don't put on deodorant, you got a whole nother problem.
Just better be lucky I got it on. That's all I got.
That's true.
I never had a little bit before I left out the house this morning, so I'm a little warm and,
Well, you did us a favor.
No problem.
All right.
Problem.
So now let's say, for instance, my technique is I like to put my shirt on first,
Okay.
and then put my deodorant on. The reason why, I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want the deodorant streak to get on my shirt if I put it on before,
Okay.
put the shirt on, and I have a deodorant streak going on the right side or the left side of my shirt. So if you could tell me how I can solve that problem,
Understandable.
I would think about your technique.
I don't
but
think
for
that's
right
a
now,
problem.
Okay.
I don't think it's an issue, but I'm not going to do that. I feel like the streak is only necessary. It's only a fear for a black shirt. I don't wear black that often to where I feel like it's only that. I think there's a whole nother level of because I guess we're talking about also what type of deodorant. Are you putting on a solid?
Degree, the best.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the
Plug me in,
product
degree.
placement.
product placement.
Plug me in, degree.
Sponsors.
But yeah, because I mean, if you put on, let's just say for argument's sake, if you putting on like a solid, then yeah, that you don't want that white streak there. I don't think you want any type of white streak anywhere near you.
Yeah.
In any shape, form, or fashion.
I think not to cut you off, brother. I think I don't know. I don't know if it's so much of a problem. Once you put it on, as long as you recognize it prior to walking out the house, I think that's the biggest problem. You have to. I mean, everybody's looking in the mirror, checking out yourself. As long as you notice it before you leave, you can throw a wet rag on it. It ain't gotta be super wet. I think that's
damp.
key. Yeah, just damp it. You ain't got to just damp it. Okay.
Super wet? Okay.
Just
all right.
no.
Yeah, too much.
It's gonna be a lot of pause moments.
A lot
in
of
this
pause.
podcast.
But I appreciate that, Jamaica.
No problem. I mean, but if you have your own technique, flow with it. It ain't let you down yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I would have never known unless you said something. Tell you the truth. That ain't
I don't
nothing I
even
would
know how the topic came up.
I don't know, man.
But it's really an important topic.
It
you know,
is.
it's life or death. But
that is life or death. It is life
How
or
do you
death.
go about this? How do you go about putting your deodorant?
To be completely honest, I probably put deodorant on after I get out the shower. I put my shirt on. I put deodorant on again because I forgot.
Oh, did you put deodorant on the first time? Nice.
I collect my belongings. I go to the back door, set my belongings down, come back to the room and put deodorant on for the third time.
Third time?
Okay. It's a very sticky and moist situation.
You're a
Now-
try deodorant guy.
Basically.
Now, speaking of deodorant, we're going to go to a side story.
Okay.
Right?
Side story off the side
I've known
story.
Demetrius for quite a while, just
Okay.
like, Jermichael and Jerry as well.
Jam. Call me.
Oh, Jam, I'm sorry.
Don't put the man government up there.
He's I can't put
Now child support will be
You're
after me.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. So speaking of deodorant, I remember Demetrius telling me a story one time in high school.
Oh, nice.
When he forgot to wear deodorant. You
Okay.
know,
It's like a panic time right there.
it's not my place to tell the story, so I'm gonna
I'm
let my
But
brother.
you also can bring it up.
Yeah, you brought it up. I'm thinking it was.
I can bring it up now. It's his
Yeah,
decision to go into detail now. I would love for him to tell this story because it was a great story, and as you can tell, I still remember the story.
it must
So,
have been.
I'm trying to
shoot away.
think, because honestly, I still forget to put my deodorant on from time to time.
Okay.
Hence
So
the
it's
3
probably-
times he puts it on.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely multiple times. One story I can tell is one day I put deodorant under one arm and forgot the other one.
One.
Okay.
arm.
I'm not
Oh,
sure how
man.
this happened.
Were you wearing sure?
I just wasn't sure. I thought
No, I'm saying,
somebody.
were you wearing sure?
No, bro. I still stink with Shore.
Okay, yeah.
If I sweat with Shore, bro, I smell like.
I'm very uncertain.
Yeah,
I'm not
bro.
sure.
It's
I'm
not sticky.
uncertain. I got you. Okay.
But I thought somebody was musty behind me all
Oh
day.
no. Oh no.
Like you just the way you turn.
You feel me? Like I thought it was somebody else.
Like this ain't me.
Second period.
I don't know about everybody else, but whenever that comes up at work or anywhere else, I just
man.
do a little. I mean, I want to make sure that they don't talk about me, especially if I hear it from a distance, because you never know.
But you know now though, if I am musty, I'm a grown ass nigga who do work from time. I can stink sometimes. Fuck you talking about?
That's kind of. I don't want to go there with it.
Go there, bro.
Yeah.
Go there. I can stink from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Let's have the long
Some
goddamn
ladies
day.
might find that attractive.
Exactly,
Some
bro.
do.
I've been told.
It's
oh,
a
I
real
like
man.
this thing.
You're a real man.
I know.
It is what it
I
is.
know
It's my
one.
musk.
It's your mother.
Then your muck. That's it. That's exactly what you call it.
Transition
You have to
to
call it
age
that.
group,
Can't
bro.
call it nothing else.
We
Bro,
can
I
get
don't
musky.
prefer it though. I don't.
Musky.
No, I
You
don't
don't
prefer it.
prefer it.
It's
Nobody
the time
prefer
and the
body
place
odor
for it. Like 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night, that might be a little sexy. But like 3 o'clock on a Monday, or
Going
like
to food
7:30 in the morning and you
I like
musty,
that.
that's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
That's
you're
very
right.
wrong.
You're
That means you
Absolutely.
got up and walked smooth past your
Yeah,
bathroom,
you
didn't even look
look
at
funky
it.
from the jump.
You look
Yeah.
funky from the jump.
Let me ask y'all this now. We gonna take it a step further.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Say you're a girl, right?
All
It's a
right.
warm day, whatever have
Very
you.
warm.
Very warm.
Summer.
You know what I'm saying? Say she gets to the point where she wants to have coitus. You know what I'm saying? She wants to get gross. Does she have to take a shower? I'm talking about your wife.
Okay.
Your
Yeah,
wife, your
okay.
number one. She not tart, but she got the day on her. Me myself,
The day.
some days you don't have to wash that off. I don't mind. You know, we just
Yeah.
it's in the moment. On top of that, I'm not gonna take you off the washing machine and go take a shower and
Yeah.
come back to the washing machine.
Yeah.
No, it's just going down where it's going down.
I mean,
at.
in the heat of the moment, I can shoot. I have a lot of knowledge in this level of expertise or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying, but not necessarily in the heat of the moment. I feel like you need to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
You can't
bro.
stop the heat of the moment.
Yeah, you can't
Now,
just.
granted, if we
Exactly.
laying there, we've been laying there all day or whatever the case may be, and
Yeah, wash ass.
go wash your ass. Come on, just be
Exactly.
courteous. It don't have to
Exactly.
be, a long 20-minute shower.
Yeah. You're not going to work after
You don't even have to
this.
get in the shower. Just throw a wash rag on it. That's all I feel.
But
Now-
on the flip side, though, how many of y'all
I
have
do.
pulled out some stanky dick
Nah, I
for
don't
somebody
I don't
else
like
to
it.
suck?
My
Or
dick
like,
don't get
you
hard
done
like
it,
that.
bro. You pulled out
My dick
stanky
don't
dick.
get hard like that. I know I stink. I'm gonna hit the.
Yeah, I
little-
think it's
Now, I'm
in my
glad-
brain that like, you know what?
Yeah.
It might. Let me go ahead.
Let me go
Because
ahead.
there's like a
Y'all better
handful of
than me.
conversations I
I'm
don't go down afterwards.
I'm glad you brought up the point as the lady being your wife.
Yeah, because this
Right?
is
Because you
random.
at the point now where this is the person you're going to be with forever, right?
A little sweat.
A little sweat don't hurt
Nah,
you.
not at all.
And it's a little attractive. We're kind of, we're dirty individuals, so you just got to go all out. I'm glad you brought that
You
point.
gotta go all out.
I mean,
Keep it
but
real.
even if it's your girlfriend of a long time, I don't mind it.
It
You know
don't
what I'm
matter.
saying? As long as it ain't no strange hooker that you picked up.
Yeah, you don't want
Nah,
that.
let's not go there.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
saying,
right. But you
it's
got a good
boundaries
point.
and there's levels to
boundaries.
it.
There's
And like
levels.
you said, I'm glad he brought that up. But I think a long-time girlfriend,
That's a good way to start that question.
Bro, nothing nasty about her.
Nothing nasty. That's your wife.
Nothing nasty.
I
You
don't
don't
suck
already know.
toes. That shit don't get my dick hard.
I
But
don't.
if she asked me to suck toes,
You gotta suck a
Yeah,
I gotta suck a toe or three,
I don't
bro.
mind.
I mean,
A toe or three.
That's your wife.
A toe or three. He won't
if y'all
go.
can see the visual.
The
right
visual,
now.
I don't know. That'd
I
be.
had to hump it.
Had to put a whole parental advisory stick over there.
Hey, bro, this conversation went left quick.
It went left. I think it started with deodorant, but
Yeah.
but
It's crazy
Now,
because we didn't have any
this-
topic in mind. And now
Any topic.
I had a beginning topic. I had like a few. I don't know.
We've been talking.
You
We've
know.
been talking for clearly 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
You
We
know,
done
about
went
this
10
topic.
minutes.
But before we get off this topic,
Okay,
I have one
okay.
more
All
question.
right. What is this topic? Should we be labeled? Is it personal hygiene?
Personal hygiene and
Where does it play in the rest of your life? Because obviously that's where that goes into.
exactly.
Okay, we can talk about it.
So, I won't say the member's name. You know, I
Yeah,
work with
let's,
senior
let's
citizens.
keep the
Okay, yeah.
You know, I
informed
won't get sued.
how
We're
to-
not trying to say no lawsuits here.
Yeah,
No
keep
lawsuits.
the uninformed out of it.
Conversation.
But I'm gonna keep it at this. So, I have a member that comes in the facility. You know, really wonderful person. All right,
Uh-huh.
but you can tell they don't put on deodorant.
Okay.
Right. So it can get to the point where it can bother. If I can smell it,
You know
I
somebody
the
else.
members
You
can
can
smell
smell
it. The other members can smell it.
Yeah.
So what would you do? I want you to put yourself in my shoes. What would you do if you was in that situation? Do you come up and let the member know, like, hey, you know you're having a bad smell, or just let them know that the hygiene is really important. You know.
Very tough.
And I haven't. The good thing is I haven't had a member come up to me and complain.
Well, I think
So it could
starts
just
with
be
that.
me.
I think it starts. I think it starts with that. I mean, just from the side of it being a business, without saying the business's name, if there's not a policy, because that's. I mean, we live in a world where we got a lot of freedom. People, free
Niggas
people
can
out
stay
here.
if they want to stay.
And that's their personal preference, and I'm all for it, man.
Yeah.
I have no biases towards anybody.
You're right.
I don't personally think that you should come to an atmosphere where you will be moving a lot and
Already
and
smelling.
already smelling. That's just
'Cause that
my
just means it's gonna go
personal
worse.
preference. Absolutely, but if it's not a policy, if it's not written, if
I
it's
agree.
nothing that I can do physically to toss you out, put you out, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't given me 4 warnings, 2-3 warnings prior, and you know what I'm saying? So I don't really think. I mean, granted, if you have the balls to pull that person to the side, by all means, do it.
I feel like
be
there's a
ready
way.
for a fucking complaint, okay?
Well, I feel
be ready
like-
for a fucking complaint. Just that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I feel like that's
That's
going to
what it is.
happen. But I've been in a scenario where one of my earlier jobs, we would have people come in there throughout the year that were from different countries, and other countries don't have
They
certain
don't
things
believe
that
in it.
we
Yeah,
have
exactly.
there.
Exactly.
You're right.
But when they're here,
Yeah.
I remember one friend of mine had to go and tell this person what deodorant was because they just did not know because
did
of their
not know.
country. And sometimes you got to do it. I think there's always a way of going about things.
That's true.
There's always a way because, like you said, you kind of go in there and expect some type of resistance because, hey, look, you're telling somebody about about body odor.
Yeah.
That can only go one of two ways.
Yeah,
But so it's all in how you approach that person. Because I mean, it may not be a policy, but I can tell you something that might override that policy. You get a number of complaints.
Yeah.
Will
but-
override a policy,
but
especially if you
it's
want to keep
good.
your clientele happy.
Absolutely, but to his, like he said, like he brought up, I think this is a huge. I think it's a huge point. Nobody's ever said anything to him.
Yeah.
Not saying it's all in your.
They
Not
may
saying
not
it's
know.
all in your head.
They may not know.
They either may not know or just don't know how to go about.
That I'm about to
expressing
say that because
So
they
if-
may just be
if-
nervous.
If nobody else said it and it's just you, Mr. Manager,
Yeah.
or you, Mr. Supervisor, whomever,
And that's why I brought up the
I'm
question.
definitely gonna say something about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I brought up the question.
So yeah, I think it's a couple ways you could approach it. I think I would let it.
And it hasn't
Let it
been
be.
it hasn't been a problem right now. You know, it's been an issue for me, but it hasn't been a real issue for the other members, which is good.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know, I can still continue my day.
Exactly.
Which
That's what
is
you're
good.
there for,
So that's
the other members.
I,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
appreciate the feedback, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
So Jared, it was a question or a topic that you wanted to.
Yeah,
bring
it's a
up.
topic
We were
I had
talking
in
about
mind.
earlier.
It's something I had thought of on my way to and
Hold
from
on,
work.
wait. Can we pause before we leave this topic? Because I got something to say.
Okay.
Oh,
to it,
I got
you
something to say just to add to that whole ass stinky segment.
Okay.
White people be wildin', bro.
Okay.
I'm going there.
We
White
just
people be
alienated
wildin'.
our whole audience.
Bro, if you're white,
Jesus
I rocks with you.
Christ.
But you gotta tell your brothers and sisters to chill out. First off, every human should use a washcloth. And I have reason to believe that white people just grab the soap and rub on their bodies.
Okay.
Now, I
going
got
by
this
the
from
commercials?
Cinemax, softcore porn. I got it from softcore. But I found it to be true in real life. I've met people.
I met
You
a
know,
few.
I heard a dude, he said, why you putting the dish rags in this closet with the towels? I said, nigga, what? White people be wild. That's
So
it.
let's not stereotype, but can you go into a little more
Yeah, we
detail?
have to make
Are
sure
you
we
saying
cover all
that white
grounds.
people don't use washcloths?
Jesus.
I'm not
No
saying
more
that white
wash
people
up?
don't use
It's
washcloths.
getting worse.
Listen, I'm not saying.
You're getting worse. You
I'm not saying
antagonizing this. You need to
I'm not
stop.
saying that they don't use washcloths. What I'm saying is, white people,
Oh gosh.
Oh, man.
you know,
Lot
there's
of
a
edits
difference
coming
between
at-
white people and white people. I'm talking about white
I'ma
people.
just blank
like
out.
them over there. Not just people that happen to be white, but
Hold on,
white
people.
people.
Oh,
The
explain.
man.
Go in, brother.
No, don't listen to him.
Okay, we'll stop it right there. Okay,
We'll
we'll
stop it right
Let me
there.
say this before we continue. White people
Oh my
don't
God.
even like white people.
Fuck!
There's two
my
different
God.
kinds of white folks.
Going.
I don't know.
What's the difference?
I mean, what is
The difference is, okay, so you got one kind of white person.
Oh my
They
God.
happen to have ivory skin. They happen to be white. They was born
Okay.
white.
They're gonna be
they
like,
have
we know
white
all these
loving
people are
parents. A
white.
lot of times they from the middle class.
This is getting
They
out of
cool.
You-
They not
it's your fault it's
necessarily-
getting out of hand.
You know what I'm saying? They cool or whatever. Then you have white people.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Ugh.
Is it in all caps?
Yeah, exactly. Like white people.
Oh man, you changed the font on that one.
Yeah, name that. That's
And
the podcast.
white, people that just happen to be white don't like white people. If you meet a cool white person, they might be like, man, I fucking hate white people too. And it's like an understanding there. Like,
I don't
You know what I'm
get the.
saying?
I don't get the.
Oh.
I don't
Like,
get where you
I
going
get-
with that, buddy.
I see
Jim
some-
Carrey is just a white. He happens to be white. Donald Trump,
Number 45?
number 45 is a white person.
Okay. All
A
right.
Triscuit, a cracker.
Okay, all right.
Let's say that.
Salty.
Let's differentiate it with that, like that word, people. Because I know a lot of different white people on different scales of white people who just don't look at the other white people and say, "Oh, he's a white person. I don't like him for being a white person." So I think it's kind of
I mean, I'm
it's
not
kind of
gonna...
stereotypical in the sense because I get what you're saying. I just think you need to clean up the way you.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. No, I'm saying.
think you're wrong,
I'm gonna say.
Hey, call me PC Jam,
Bro,
man.
because there's a group of white people out there that's gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, I know exactly what he mean. That's my nigga. And that's
Hey,
They
he
might-
does
That's
say
the
that.
problem.
And see, this
That's the problem.
that is that is an issue. Nah, but seriously though, man, like old rigid white Republicans with racist granddaddies, and they just.
And they
I mean,
are-
they're
Man,
around. They're around.
They're
those
out
are
there.
white people. Yeah,
They're around. They're around.
The Caucasus.
You know?
But
They're not for the movie.
it's a lot of white people that's cool.
Okay, but let's bring
Let's
it back
move
full
on.
circle. No, I want to bring
Okay.
it back full circle because he brought up a point. I feel like it's our duty to tackle each and everybody's
You
points.
right.
So, I know for me personally, I know a couple white people that I think they use washcloths. I don't know if it's heavy in their realm of things. I know I like to do my. I wash me personally. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I like to wash my body like a car. You know how you pre-wash it. So I
Okay.
throw a little soap on the body first.
Right.
I pre-wash and then I use the rinse off, blase, use the washcloth.
Yeah.
I know some that don't. That's perfectly fine. I guess I know some that do. I don't know if is it a problem? Do white people smell more than black people?
It's only a problem if the differentiation comes like.
that.
Are the white people cool that use washcloths? Like, is the washcloths what it's all about? At the
All right,
end of the day?
let's set this point. Everybody should be using washcloth.
Everybody should-
Right? Everybody should be using washcloth,
Okay,
in my opinion.
got you.
Right?
Got you.
Now, black or white,
Uh huh.
green or blue, if you're not using a washcloth, you're just nasty.
Got you.
You're just nasty because it could be some black people that may not be even using
It could
a
be.
washcloth.
It could be.
You know, so we're not gonna box them, but I understand where you're
right,
coming
you're
from.
right.
Everybody's
It
funky
could be.
when they're out throughout the whole day, and they didn't get a
Yeah,
chance
no
to
way.
clean up.
Well, I mean, once you leave the house, unless you got like spots that you just stop and go wash midday, I think you're victim to just like time is gonna take its toll on you.
It's gonna take these toes.
Like no matter how many times you layer up
Right.
or
right.
use whatever brand you want to use, you using it at like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
when 3 p.m. hit, it's not gonna be there. It's not gonna be there.
It's not gonna be there. So
It's
I'm
a
glad
wrap.
you. I mean, it was a little touchy topic.
It was.
It was real.
This show.
It's a place for touchy topics.
It's a place for touchy topics. So Jerry's gonna introduce the next topic.
It will probably just be the.
Yeah, 'cause we can time lapse.
This is the best episode ever. I can tell you right now.
This is
one's
vintage
classic,
right
bro.
now. What
Vintage?
y'all
classic.
getting right
Exactly.
now, people, is vintage.
We're
You
gonna be
know,
looking back. Oh,
I
we caught
need
this
you
on
to
the
save
film.
this on your phone. You know,
It
this is
started
the
it
first
all right
one,
here.
It started here.
and we want y'all to support us. You know,
Lord knows. Let's just hope that nobody that pays us currently hears this.
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah,
knows.
you're definitely right. about that.
That's a fact. You
Lord
know,
knows.
Especially the white people. bro.
that's
They
factual.
got it,
You know.
I just got
So
scared.
Jerry, what were you?
Oh, man.
you said
So
you
How do we
came up-
transition? Let's transition. Let's
I
just
don't
figure it
think
out.
there's no smooth way.
There is
You
no
jump
smooth
right
way.
into
So I'm
it.
just going to like, I guess the topic we're going to use is that one of the things that I thought of, I guess in a sense, it goes with like cultural areas. I think of. I was driving home. For those who know what the West End of Richmond is, that's kind of the area in which I work.
Okay.
But on my way home,
Shouts out to the West End.
yeah, there's some people I know out there. So yeah, but I thought of something that there's a handful of stuff that is in, and where I live is in the South Side, which I feel like every South
Shouts out to
Side.
the South.
Every city that has a South Side, I think they're kind of the same. I don't know. It's kind of the same. It's very rare that you can hear a South Side and it seems like it's a suburban area.
You're right about that. I definitely agree with
Like
you.
I've never heard.
Collinwood.
I never heard of that.
Collinwood.
But so my topic is, why are there certain stores that are in the West End or in more of a suburban area that's not there? Example, there's a corner store that's like a light away. If y'all know it, I don't even know what the thing's called. It's called like Hopkins Road Convenience Store or something like that.
The yellow store. I know.
Yeah.
I think we can say. I think we can say it in that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think we have to clear street names.
Okay,
I hope not. That'd be too much work.
That'd be what.
But what I noticed that's in the South Side is not in that's in an urban area, that's not in a suburban area, is a convenience store that clearly is doing a whole lot for what that building is used for.
Man.
I don't think.
Just had this conversation with a person the other day, man. So what's your question? More
Is
so
like,
as to-
are there other things that you notice when you're in a suburban area that is clearly not in an urban area?
Fuck yeah, let's start there. Let's start with the fuck yeah. I think, I think honestly, man, I was having this conversation the other day, and
Like you never see laundromats.
you're not, and you
That's
won't,
weird, bro.
and you won't. You know what, man?
That's weird.
It's a different in class. Like I mean, coming from somebody who frequents those areas, it's a difference in class, and that means a whole lot, man.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna see. You're gonna see an ABC store every shopping center or every once in a while in the West End, or you know what I'm saying. You're gonna see, well, not so much here, but if you venture outside of Virginia, they have liquor stores in more prominent urban areas.
Yeah, true.
You see, the typical, EBT signs on convenience stores in urban areas, but you see the Wegmans, this is a point to what we were talking about the other day. You see a Wegmans in the one area in Richmond or Publix that's more so for the people who have a higher income.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted. That's one of the things that I did notice. Because to your point, as far as like, especially in the case of income, I said something jokingly, but yeah, you don't see laundromats
You don't?
in there because most complexes in a more suburban area have them built in.
Absolutely.
You don't have those things. I was just speaking to somebody about just some of the different things that's not there. Like here in the South, this is a weird thing that an urban area will have that a suburban area won't have is sidewalks. Because more people
I never noticed that.
in the suburban area have cars and there's nobody walking around they're talking about.
You know what's crazy to compound with that? Not having sidewalks, they actually have run paths.
Yeah,
There's certain
The bike
subdivisions,
Bike lane.
Bike
yeah.
lane.
Bike lanes,
lanes,
Oh,
and,
baby.
and running paths, and I've seen they even have playgrounds that are so freaking like cool. I wish I was a kid again.
Yeah,
Basketball courts. They have pools with the slides and the tennis courts. But I think with their higher income come higher taxes. With the higher taxes, they can afford to pay more, and that goes right to their area.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a huge part. I mean, I think of course economics is the underlying.
Yeah. That's the main. That's the main thing because they're not going to put things like that in
This is
in
deep.
like an urban area.
I'm thinking about like 10 things I never see, and like I never see a Newport sticker.
Never.
In the West
And you
End.
never see it. You
Yeah,
never
like
see it.
Yeah. They sell cigarettes, but they'll never market that they sell cigarettes.
Exactly.
The old community pride would never be a Wegmans. Ever. Ever.
And they might build another Walmart right there, but they're not going to build.
I don't even know if they'll put that there, but they definitely wouldn't put a Wegmans there. And I'm just saying,
yeah,
as far as associating that name with that area,
But yeah, within that area, they won't
it's
put that
just-
right there. But I think the reason I say a Walmart there because I think that they will put those. You're more likely to see those in, I guess, an urban or lower income area than you will a Wegmans or a Publix or something like that because of the fact that the prices there, like
You put them on the edge of the county stuff. You don't put them in the city.
you put them just enough. It's within reach.
That would be a ratchet ass Walmart.
But that's the
Absolutely.
issue.
Absolutely.
That'd be ratchet as shit.
I don't think you get. I don't think you have. For one, I don't think you have enough security. I don't think you have enough. What's it called? Loss prevention for the amount
they
of
got
fucking
one on,
theft that will go on. Meadowdale, yeah.
Fairfield.
What?
A Walmart, yeah, they just built a Walmart on that mile.
Not in that
That shit
Fairfield Mall, right?
ratchet.
Yeah, that's a little.
That shit is bad.
Yeah, bro. It was nice for a
I've
week.
been there one time.
They had bingo going on in the middle of the
Bro, I knew niggas was. I can't wait till that joint open. I'ma steal out that bitch every
Yeah,
day.
it's crazy, man.
And I think that's a internal issue with, I guess,
Having nice
it
shit.
did get weirdly deep. I don't know, but from the opposite of with the conversation we had before. But yeah, that is an internal issue within like the black community in a sense
is, man.
because of the fact that you can't put nothing nice.
You can't put a
It almost comes in a
successful
sense to where you can't
in the
put.
inner city.
Yeah.
Well, we can actually.
We can build our own.
It's up to us to support it, right?
Yeah, true.
So imagine Hall Street. Hall Street that we have, but where Church's Chicken used to be.
Okay,
Right?
well, for people who don't know, what's the area you?
Hall
you gotta
Street is
describe
inner
it.
city.
Further south,
Further south.
Okay.
Right in Southside. Right? Right in Southside. Inner city.
Yeah.
Well, every time I drive through Hall Street, I think about Carytown. Right? I think about Carytown where we can have, business of our own, and support those businesses. Right? And I think we need more of that. Because we can do, I feel like if we were to start that chain going, we would support it. We would want to see that, section of the city thrive.
Yeah.
I think we would.
I think.
Yeah, we would. And
I
I
think
think,
we would.
that's where we need to start, though.
But I
Here's
think,
the thing. Oh, what'd you say?
excuse me. I collectively, man, it's sad, and I think it's a mentality. Being where we are as a society, as a people, I mean, I'm just generally speaking. We don't like to support one another.
That was gonna be one of my next points
We
was
just
that.
don't, and I hate to say it in a brass
don't,
way, but we
Jam.
do not like to support one another. You see memes on Facebook, but you'll see, Mr. And I'm not excluding anybody. I'm not, I'm not a racist, stereotypical or anything like. But you'll see an Arab guy selling hot dogs. Black man walk up to it, $5 for a hot dog. Oh man, all right. You see a black man selling the same hot dog, same length, same everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they say it's $5. You like $5?
You looking for a hookup?
You trying to look up for a come up off of me?
You drinking brown liquor too? Don't laugh.
All
All right, bro. All right.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Oh, yo, wow, now we about to be drunk as shit on this podcast.
Hey man, that's all.
Man,
good.
niggas gonna drink all the Drake?
Yeah,
The
they
Drake
know.
cut?
This is the first podcast, bro. We
It is the
celebrate.
first podcast.
It's pretty cool. Man.
Next time we smoking rocks.
No, stop that.
Okay.
I don't smoke rocks, mama.
Nigga, rip it, girl.
But yeah, that is an issue. But the
about
thing
that?
that area used to have all that. And at a certain point, everyone when you say we need to start, I don't think we need to start. We need to continue because that was already there. That area had. I remember because the area that you're talking about is not too far from First Baptist Church.
Yeah.
My dad, when I was young, we used to go to a comic book store that used to be right there on the corner across from where that Church's Chicken is now. And there were other stores that were open. Like these buildings that are there were open at one point.
Yeah.
It's
They're
just,
not they weren't always vacant.
yeah,
buildings.
they were open and used at a certain point. But now to what Jim was saying about, supporting one another, then yeah, because that is an internal issue. That is another one of the many issues because if there is let me see, if I had to think of a store, and there was a black retail store that was black owned and things like that, and if you put it in a black area, would that company, whomever owns it, fear the same thing because they grew up in the area? They know what might happen. So it's like, would the people who even go there and support it and just alternatively, instead of going to this retailer, this black retailer, you know what? I'll just go to Target because of the fact that Target provides an environment that I don't have to worry about.
I think that's the main thing, environment. But with that same thing, and not to venture too far off, man. Is it gentrification? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Definitely. You do,
a lot of, and I'm not, like I said, I want to make sure I'm completely transparent. Ooh. I'm pretty sure a lot of these lofts that are built in the same area that you're referring to, the same area.
Yeah, you're right.
Are white owned, and they're booming. I can hear about shit going on. I mean, crime, every once in a while.
We have VCU students in there.
I mean, booming.
Booming.
All types of people. I've delivered to all types of folks, man. And it's just like, I'm not saying that we have to go that route, but it's like, why? This area obviously isn't the problem.
Okay.
If we went that route. So if we do put a nice booming black business down there, maybe we could support it.
That is the thing. But I wonder... what the issue may be, because I think we're coming up on 30 minutes. I wanted to try to keep these to 35, just to help me on editing. That's just to help me on editing.
On the 30, baby, and that's on the side now.
But what I want to add on to that is the fact that it's another issue with those type of buildings, because I know I've heard this before with like my dad's friends and my mom's friends and things like that. That those places, though that they're building them, they're also price range out of reach for the neighborhoods that they're putting them in. Yeah. So they're not so somebody that we know we grew up with, they building them, they can spread them all out this way all they want. But like you said, and for those who don't know, the VCU is a very multiracial as far as like school that's close by. There's people of all different backgrounds there. But they all come from different types of incomes as well. I won't default and say that a college student makes a whole lot, because it's a college student. You have to look at it at the end of the day. These are college students. They're not rich. Their parents may be or whatnot, but those
being supported.
Yeah, those incomes, the income that you need to live in those areas won't be the same thing as central Southside. So though they are building them, how it goes back to what you were saying before about would we support it? Would you turn to move into one of them, or would you still look and see that, you know what, I'm gonna go move to the West End because I know that that's better out there? Yeah, granted, you just took a spot out of the West End and dropped it in Southside, but you still dropped it in Southside.
You still dropped it in Southside.
Do I still want that? Is that going to change what the thought process is of, or is that an internal issue? I know that's pretty deep, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming up on the end of what is a inaugural as far as with these groups of gentlemen right here. Hey, again, I'm gonna introduce them all. Again, we got to my right. You just heard him. I don't know what sound he made. He said "ow" in a real weird way, but that's my man Devin.
We don't judge.
We don't. And to beside him, Demetrius.
Hey,
and I believe he don't hate white people. He don't hate.
No, I don't hate white people. I don't hate white people at all, but I do hate white people though.
He do, but he don't at the same time. It's a weird
thing. I hate dirty people. That's
I'm gonna go with that.
I hate niggas too.
Oh man.
I hate niggas.
And beside him, we're gonna end in. I'm gonna go Jam. That's it.
Jam, man. Jam. Bring back full circle, man. Bring back full circle. We've been sipping a little bit, sitting on this.
I don't know how obvious that's gonna be in this.
Nice cloth couch, man. I'm glad I put on deodorant. That's all.
That's all I get. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll hear y'all on the next go round.
Thank you.